Shalom, daughters of Zion. Shalom, family. Those who serve, obey, and are devoted to Yahweh, Yah only. So, I'm trying to kick the YouTube addiction. And I mean, like, binge watching videos for hours at a time is really detrimental to my progress as a servant. Because I want to listen to a certain amount of scripture, read a certain amount in a day, and it's difficult when in the back of my mind I've got like this itch to watch YouTube, and it's just like pointless, meaningless things, right? Especially gossip channels. You know, I don't feel good watching it, but I still do because I'm coming out of, well, it's been almost 2 years now that I've been on this journey of knowing Yahweh, but it's only very recently that I need to completely cut out the binge watching of YouTube, because mostly YouTube is, if you're on like a regular feed, you're gonna get a lot of junk. And I just, I want to start to hone in um, on my servitude and just really learn how to make my entire day about Yahweh. Be productive, you know. If I'm not studying, reading scripture, singing psalms, praying, then I want to be able to just focus on productive things only. I can't remember where in scripture, but I love to follow it. I think it might have been in I'm not sure. And I don't want to say something and be wrong. But in scripture, I'm going to find it later, but it says, don't let your hand stop until evening. Don't let your hand stop working until night, pretty much. And ever since I heard that, it's like, okay, I actually have instruction through the scripture, through Torah, right, on how my day should look like. So it shouldn't be I wake up and just start watching YouTube or, because I used to wake up and then boop, TikTok, boop, YouTube, and the more you become aligned with the path, I'd say, the more you look into your life and you start seeing things that you need to cut out. For me, YouTube has got to go. Of course, I'm on YouTube, but this is different because I'm here to join my sisters, my brothers, and just to speak and have my voice out there as commanded. So uh if you're bored like me, because we have to be honest, it is boring, to go from TikTok, YouTube shorts, YouTube videos, all of a sudden to having to just do nothing, and then um of course, in the perfect world, you can be like, oh, I'm just going to spend all day praying and reading scripture and singing. And I would like to do that if I had the self control. I'm still working on my self control. So I have to be bored. So if you're bored like me, or you're in the progress of getting rid of your addictions, whatever that may be, you know, you can do some ancestry work, right? So find out where your parents are from, cousins, aunts, whatever you can do, whatever you can find would be helpful to help you understand where you're from, like what tribe perhaps, or if you're from Mitzrayim, if you're from Egypt, if you're from East, or wherever, and I find it kind of fun to speculate, like, oh, where might I be from? So recently I spoke with my mother and I got some information down about her mom, her mom's mom, her dad, her dad's dad, and just my dad, my dad's dad, my dad's mom, so forth and so forth. And this is kind of like, if you're bored, just do research about yourself, do research about your family. Because also, if you believe, like I'm beginning to see evidence, strong evidence that Egypt is in, was or is, depending on what you think, in the Americas, North America, right? And then Utah was Judah. And I do have like links and sources that I'm going to put in the description. If you find it interesting, like I said, if you get bored and you don't want to go to TikTok or some other meaningless stuff, excuse me, but you don't want to necessarily read right now, you want something kind of stimulating but still aligned with your path, just do some research. Just, look into geographics, look into um, where you're from, where your family's from, your blood family. Um, and then you'll be able to perhaps find out where your spiritual family is from. So I'm just going to say that my family is kind of around the same area. And oh, I don't know if we should do finger cross, but anyway, the exciting thing that I learned about my background is that my dad's mom came from somewhere else. She was indigenous. She was native. So that can mean Israel, perhaps. Maybe she came from uh one of the tribes of Yashael because they say that she came from somewhere. But on my mom's side, right, on my mom's side, her mom's mom was also indigenous. Her mom's mom was also native to this land. But her mom's mom is closer towards, I don't really know because I'm looking at the map of the promised land and trying to align it with the new names that were given to the American states, right? But another exciting thing is that my mom's mom, no, my mom's dad was from Mississippi, and she has family in Ohio. And so that would put my mom's dad very close to Egypt, right? So that could have made him possibly an ancestor to the Egyptians or to whatever people were around there. So yeah, about that's also a little bit about me, and also, just a suggestion if you're bored and again you don't know what to do, but you don't want to give into the urge, the itch, right? And go onto TikTok, right? Go to the whores lounge. But you still want to do something stimulating because that's really what it's about too, that I've recently figured out. It's stimulation, right? It's just stimulation. I've been addicted to stimulation since I was a wee lad, right? I've been addicted, you know. TV constantly. At one point, I could not go to sleep unless I was listening to something. Now I sleep in silence. The silence is loud, but I sleep good, depending on how my day went. But for the most part, I literally could not go to sleep. And I know I'm not the only one. Like, we have all been extremely addicted to the Black Mirror. And it's just a very hard addiction to break. But it takes up so much time. And if you can just be bored, you'll get more done. So you're just going to have to learn to be bored. That's what I'm learning to do. Find something productive to do. Get a hobby. And like I suggested, do some ancestral work. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just do it out of fun. Don't stress yourself about it. Just do something in the boredom so that you can stay aligned, not lose yourself in the gossip channels, in the TikTok dances, right? not lose yourself in drama or whatever is going on out there in the wicked world, right? Okay, that's all I have for today. I